And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting adventure of Kelly Krykos and family in Living World with Darkness.
So much family.
So much family. So family. Much bickering. We start this scene in the Torellian realm of Sept of the Green, the Gaian realm, the Earth realm, the normal world, where Callie is sitting on one of the rocks nearest to the Fountain of Mira, icing her right foot as it's slightly swollen, a bit red from her previous training session with Emmett. And so she sits with a bag of ice laid across the ankle as she yawns with a long, drawn-out yawn and looks up at the sky with a slight smile, knowing that only in 8 or so short hours she'll be a foster. And so we start our scene here with her simply gazing up at the stars.
As Callie is gazing up at the stars, you have Mega walking, going around the Sept of the Green, just looking for his daughter because she's not been home for quite a while, and he's trying to phone her, but all he got was a mobile phone ringing in her room. So he's just gone to see if he can actually find her in the actual Sept of the Green. So he's just going to all like various places where he knows Guru would be, and just seeing if he can spot her. And it gets to the point where he sees her nursing her foot. Goes over. Hi there, what have you done to your foot?
Callie sort of half jumps with the start and looks over at Mega with a just kind of a surprised look, but one of a happy surprise, so to speak, as she jumps off and sort of doesn't put a whole lot of weight on her foot. She limps slightly as she comes over and gives her father a very warm hug. Oh, it's nothing, just sparring session. It's a little sore, that's all.
Do you want me to look at it?
No, it'll take care of itself in no time.
Good. Where have you been for the past few days? I've been worried about you. I phoned you, but you left your phone in your room. Sorry, I know I shouldn't have gone in, but I got it for you. So here you go. And you hand her over the phone.
That's where I put it. I thought I'd left it with the Bonars and just never expected to see it again.
Yeah, be careful with the bone or your stuff.
No.
But I thought maybe you'd gone off with, I don't know, with the Sept on some other kind of mission. But I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, I've been here for the past. She takes a moment and she starts counting on her fingers, and you notice that Callie has very dark circles under her eyes, and her eyes are somewhat bloodshot, as she has a hard time counting up to 6.
As Mega notices this, he'll just gently put his hand on the shoulder, then gently put a hand on her face and just look into her eyes and just examine them more closely. Could he determine that she's been up for like
I say just roll your dex in medicine, but I would say that at a very low difficulty, like around 4.
Or what intelligence or dex? Sorry.
I'm sorry, intelligence medicine or perception medicine would probably be better.
Okay, so no, he's rubbish.
Ouch. That was
He's
painful.
too overjoyed. He's too overjoyed with actually seeing her.
Oh my god, you're alive! Okay.
Callie just kind of lets out a big yawn, if that helps in any indication, as she just like,
What?
oh, I'm sorry.
What's the matter? Have you not been sleeping? What's going on?
Oh, I'm challenging for fostering. And I've
Yeah.
been ordered to stand guard at the set for 7 days without sleep.
Without sleep.
I'm on day 6, she says with a
Wow.
chuckle.
And with that, he'll examine her again and just like look at the bags under her eyes. How's it going? I mean, you do know that the people use this as a form of interrogation and torture, you know.
I might explain why I kicked Emmett in the dick like 6 times.
Who's Emmett and why did you kick him in the dick?
We were sparring, and I'm training him. He's a cub.
Did he warrant it?
So, you really have to kind of define warranted, but he's a Garou, and he's a cub, and he needs to learn that people fight dirty, so I taught him. And he was a pretty good sport about it. Like, regardless of the fact that he was laying on the ground crying at one point, he was laughing the whole time. I kicked him so hard he flew up over my head and behind me. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Well, is this guy a menace? Because you may have stopped him from having children.
No. He'll heal it up. It was impact trauma. I didn't cut him or claw him or anything.
Okay, well. Who am I to have a go at someone teaching someone harsh lessons after last time?
Oh yeah, Dr. Strangelove.
How's your hand?
She holds up her finger and just starts wiggling them up in front of him. They're okay.
That's good. Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
Yeah. I was a little bummed when you didn't come by, but then I realized that I didn't have my phone, and so I couldn't call you to say, "Hey, I'm here." So, but it's okay. My friend May, she came and hung out with me. It was great.
Hey, is she the child of Gaia?
Yeah, her and I and Get a Fenris, we formed a pack.
Oh, that's good. I've met her once. She seemed nice.
She's pretty fantastic.
That's good.
And what else? Something big happened, and as she says that,
I was just about to ask you guys for an opening. Yeah. I'm gonna wander into the park, because okay, it was just yesterday or day before, but it's been like 6 months, and I kind of wanted to hang out a little bit. So, yeah, wander in there, just kind of start over by that soccer field where I got just about smashed in by that ball, and work my way from there, trying to find her.
it won't take long. You simply have to head past the chessboards to one of the large keystones set near Millionaire Mile before you see Callie and an individual you don't know talking. 2 individuals that resemble each other quite a bit.
Just keep going, but stay back a little bit, because I have no idea who this other person is, and just kind of wave to try to get her attention to see if it's okay to come over.
Callie will look past Krykos for just a minute, and she'll just kind of very excitedly tap him on the chest a few times. And she just kind of gives off like a little squee as she starts limping towards Leah and kind of just grabs her in a very tight hug.
A strange-looking pink-haired girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, hug. You okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Just sore from training. Come here. I want you to meet my dad.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah. And she starts nearly dragging Leah towards her.
Be dragged. Kind of trip over my own feet and almost fall at some point, but catch myself. Hey, you don't have to pull me, I'll come.
Sorry. She says as she finally gets Leah up to Dr. Mega. Dad, I'd like you to meet my sister, Leah.
You? What? Well, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi. Yeah, Callie's told me a lot about you. Well, at least when I saw her the one time.
Well, Kelly hasn't told me anything about you.
By the way, I'm actually smaller than Callie is. I'm like 5'1". And she looks pretty much like a waif. Like, yeah. She's just looks kind of skinny and wearing this big baggy sweater over her skirt. And just
I'm sorry, carry on.
it's okay. I she looks at Callie at this point like, you really didn't mention me?
Well, like, okay, there was me getting to know him, and then Hirano, and then Challenge. I've only been here for like 2 months.
2 months is a long time to not mention you have a sister.
To be fair, I was kind of drugged up for like part of it, out of necessity.
I'm not so sure you should be taking drugs.
Well, you know, sleeping, not Hirano. Leah
Right.
Hirano.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, I get it. Sorry. I've been learning stuff.
It's not like I forgot to tell you, I just didn't get the chance to tell him about you. Dad, sister, dad.
Offer
You're
my
here now.
hand. Yeah, offer my hand. Hi.
And shake a hand, and the perception roll is to see if you can try and work out if that Leah is actually Celine's daughter.
Well, I would assume so. If Callie looks more like you, then she probably looks more like Celine then. You know what I mean?
Well, I can say that's like a 10, a 9, and a 7, so that's pretty good. So
Yeah, that's.
It's enough to be. I'm not sure what her features are, but yeah, I mean, she's got. Well, you can't see her natural hair color, but it is the same as Callie's, and she has blue eyes, which may or may not tell you something. I don't know.
as Mega's shaking Leah's hand, I think, and Mega, it's a pleasure to meet you. Like you're, well, obviously you're Celine's, aren't you?
Yeah, my dad's back home.
Okay. So your father is alive.
Yeah, once Mom died, I ended up staying with him. I'm kinfolk, so you know they weren't worried about where I stayed at.
Well, I assumed you were kinfolk.
I'm just making the point that I'm not Guru. More than
I've
kinfolk.
got a knack of spelling guru.
Ah, well then you know I'm telling the truth.
Could you just imagine? Two Crykosses? Bundles of rage? I bet you she would have been born in our room too.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure she would have loved that.
She's got the spirit of an Aru, and
But-
she says as she puts an arm over Leah's shoulder and gives her a hearty shake.
well, it's a pleasure meeting you, Leah. I mean, like, what are you doing in New York?
Needed a change of scenery, so I'm training to be a midwife here.
A midwife.
Yeah, I just started.
Well, that's great.
Other than little bits I picked up back at the Sept, but aside from that.
Well, it's like I'm a doctor. I'm a MD in emergency medicine at Mount Sinai Hospital. I'm not a midwife, but that is part of what I do sometimes.
I'm sure you know more about it than I do at the moment.
At the moment, but soon you'll know more.
It's a little different. We don't tend to use as many drugs.
Well, it's great that you're doing this.
What? it's natural. I've always liked kids and stuff. Like kind of like Callie. She's always been like that too.
I have to admit, Kay, that's a side of you I haven't really seen yet.
Well, is Brandy pregnant?
No.
Then you probably won't see it.
Oh, fine. So you have to wait until there's a pregnant woman or children around.
Well, considering how traumatized I've been when I try and sleep at home, I'm sure it's only a matter of time, she says with a certain annoyance in her voice.
Don't worry, I can still give you some more sleeping pills.
I would really just go for you installing some soundproofing in between our walls. It would be great.
Sorry. I get her pain, seriously. Like, my dad just got married, and trust me, it wasn't all that much fun.
Leah, did you just lay there and stare at the ceiling?
I turned on music. Loud music.
I didn't have an iPod.
Well, put them on your phone. You don't need an iPod, just put it on your phone.
Meg is actually looking quite embarrassed at this conversation going around him.
Leah doesn't seem embarrassed actually at all at this point. She just like finds it kind of funny.
I don't understand the things they say.
And he'll put his hand on Kelly's shoulder and say, "Look, I didn't realize this."
How could you
It
not?
was a problem.
You didn't notice how crabby I get in the mornings with Silver?
I just thought that was you in the mornings.
It's because I can't sleep.
I will buy you an iPod. No, seriously, I will buy you an iPod. It will make your life a lot easier.
Oh, I love you.
It's cool. It's cool. We'll figure this out. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal.
Come on, you're over-exaggerating. I mean, she's not around all the time, and you're not in half the time anyway, so...
No, but I've been there enough. I've heard things, Dad.
Okay,
I've heard
yeah.
things.
I can't believe you didn't think of the simplest way to handle it. It's like the easiest way ever to handle that situation.
Kelly just gets a very sour look on her face.
At this, yeah, just kind of meet her eyes and just kind of like try to make the same look and just kind of look at her, like squint, just kind of squint at her, doing the same sour look, and then just burst into laughter anyway.
Kelly can't help but chuckle.
Well, I can't help but notice you two are definitely sisters, so it's a pleasure to have you here. And anyway, I can help you out. I'll be glad to. I mean, you're part of the tribe as far as I'm concerned, your family, so...
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been busy. I've been here actually like almost 2 weeks now, but, you know, busy running around in circles, and actually I had no idea Callie was even here. She kind of rolls her eyes a little bit.
Kelly's looking up and away with a slight grimace on her face.
No, so you don't tell your father you have a sister, and you don't tell your sister you're in New York, so...
Or that you're here. I found that out 2 days ago, too.
Well, we're all here now, that's what matters. Have you met any other of the other kinfolk at Evergaroon, except the Green?
Just a couple of people, like when when I was here the other day, we went and got something to eat in there, but nothing. Honestly, I was paying more attention to her than to them. Hadn't seen her in 6 months, you know.
Yeah, understandable.
I did warn her about Travis.
Away from Travis.
Just everybody.
He means well, but he deals with his problems in a Well,
You
in a
just cannot
Travis way.
say it, Dad. He thinks he's God's gift, or Gaia's gift to kinfolk.
Well, it's like I told Callie. Like, I mean, if he's gonna treat her like shit, then I want nothing to do with him.
He doesn't treat her like shit. He's just got a very strange way about him.
I'm telling you what Callie told me. He calls her names and insults her all the time.
In a funny way, I think that's his way of trying to be nice. I mean, he used to be a quarterback in college football, for Christ's sakes. The guy's a jock.
Well, that's good for him, but, I mean, that doesn't change the fact that he's mistreating her, and I don't see why I would, like, ever choose to be with somebody that, like, can't even treat my family well, so screw that shit.
Well, don't worry. If he knows that you've got Callie and me behind your back, I think he'll leave you alone. Anyway, but he's harmless. Don't worry about Travis.
I'm not worried about him. I'm just saying, you know, I don't even know this guy. I've never met this guy, but, you know, whatever.
Did I ever tell you about the time he literally assaulted me in our apartment?
Okay, no.
Yeah.
Do you mean when he knocked into you and you flipped out?
No, totally. He completely and totally tried to push me out of my chair and onto the ground.
I think it might be time to roll empathy to try to figure out who the hell to believe here.
If you get successes, the results may surprise you.
I'm not joking. We're rolling empathy on one and then on the other. So this is for Callie. 1 success.
She totally believes what she's saying.
Okay. Okay.
Out of sheer stubbornness.
Yes. Nothing on Mega, so I'm believing you.
Oh.
This is like literally out of nowhere. He just turned, looked at me, punched me, and yeah, I admit I snapped. I frenzied on him until I lost the wolf, and it apparently did nothing.
All I remember is him knocking into you and you flipping out into Krynos, and then him flipping out into Krynos, and you just screaming like wild bears in the apartment complex.
How did you explain that to the neighbors?
Yeah, Dad, how did you explain that?
They just don't talk to me anymore. I think they, God knows what they think's going on. I swear one of them might have seen you fall off the roof the other day as well, but now you're walking around, so just.
Well, you know, in New York, as I understand it, there's a lot of weirdness. I've been informed of a lot of weirdness.
There is a lot of weirdness, but there are limits to what you can get away with.
I haven't done anything weird yet. I only just moved into my apartment. The tiny one-room thing that it is.
She kind of looks at looks at Leah with just a very, very empathetic, almost sad look, and then turns to Anthony and just starts pouting. She just very gently hugs Leah from behind.
It seems like your sister has found her feet and she's an independent young woman.
She's gonna start quivering her lips slightly.
What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing?
Yeah, that has no effect on Mega.
Seriously, I'm okay. I'm one person. I'm used to having like a bedroom and that's it. At least this way I have a place like to put my TV.
But we have a loft.
Well, then I can visit you there when you're done with this. There's nothing wrong with the way I'm living. I'm a student. I'm not supposed to be rich.
Look, if she needed help, I'd help her, but it seems like she's fine, so.
Yeah, I have a couple of jobs that'll pay the rent, and I don't need much.
But she.
And I can barely control one of you. I don't know what happened if two of you stayed in the apartment. I mean, So
I can't even have a slumber party once?
You can have a slumber party, don't worry. And let's see how much of the furniture's left, huh?
To be fair, and she points up a hand in a very stern manner. Leah, have I ever laid a hand on you?
Well, just when we were both like actually fighting that one time when we were like 6 and we were pulling each other's hair and stuff.
Okay, since I started becoming a 9-foot-tall rage machine.
No, never.
And Dad, have I ever put my hands on you?
Not yet, but you seem to have come close.
Well, I was gonna say if that's the case, then are we trying to accuse me of ripping up furniture? Because I don't think I'm the one who's going to be ripping up furniture.
No, that's totally my territory, my duty in
Your duty?
the mega household. That is my duty, is to rid the world of inferior furniture so we can get things from IKEA.
And then cover them in plants.
I made them better, Dad! I made them better.
I've got used to it now. It's actually quite nice.
There's a jungle in your house.
Yes.
Interesting. Maybe I should get like one plant, but not a jungle.
This is more of a kind of gift of Gaia as such.
I'm trying to make the home space more wild. And hopefully the wild move in and push the Weaver out. At least in the Umbralscape.
It's not a bad thing to do.
I'm still trying to figure out how I can get some water elementals to reside in in the shower.
Does that mean...
Honestly, sounds a little creepy. That sounds like they're pervy watching what's going on in there.
They're water spirits.
Still sounds pervy.
You don't know water spirits.
Well,
I didn't even think.
I hope that someday I will.
Well,
can you speak to spirits?
No.
well
I
not
can't.
yet, anyway.
Maybe someday.
I mean, it may be a bit of a personal question, but have you got any Gaia gifts yourself?
Mm-mm. No, I haven't been that lucky.
Oh, well, you can learn them.
I assume.
Oh, no, you can. There's a few that seem to be kinfolk specific.
Oh, no, I'm assuming I can. I've never tried. You have to understand. When Mom passed away, and then, I was like 17 and, left with dealing with everything to do with Mom, including the funeral and the will and everything. Dad pretty much pulled me away from all of that because not from dealing with it, but from a lot of stuff, a lot of the stuff to do with the sept and everything. Just because he knew I was about to kind of go crazy. So I really wasn't around them for the last, 6 months basically. I wasn't really hanging out with them very much. He knew I needed a break, and that's part of why I came here, although not avoiding it here. That's how I ran into Callie. I came to kind of check in,
Oh, well. It must be kismet that we've all found each other.
That's what she was trying to tell me yesterday, or the other day. No, I don't have any gifts like that. That's all I'm saying. I guess that's all I'm saying. He thought it was for the best that I take a little bit of a break.
Oh, well. Fair enough. I mean, it's always there for you to learn if you want to. I'm slowly making my way through them, but seeing as that I can't speak to spirits myself, I need the go-between.
I'm working on that, actually, Dad. I'm trying to figure out from Theurges if there's a fetish that could be made for you so you could actually use Gnosis.
Really?
It's been in my thought process for a while. I mean, I'm starting to learn more things. I know a handful of rites now, and I can speak to spirits finally.
Well, that's great.
That is cool. I didn't know that.
I just only learned it a few days ago. My totem finally blessed me with the ability to speak to him, which would have been helpful like a month ago, but, Chameleon's slow going on anything he does.
I don't know. I find it quite hard to, even though I've not had much experience myself, even Ferrages have trouble understanding spirits sometimes.
Well, it's more the spirit giving a part of itself to you to help you learn it.
Yeah, I've heard gifts explained like that before.
I gotta track down a few spirits, hopefully here after this challenge is done. There's a couple of gifts that I want to learn that will help me be a better fighter.
Well, if you can track down, I think it's dog or another one, but that's the. Anyway, I think I have to speak to Aaron, the Silent Strider, again about it.
Speaking of spirits, and she's gonna look at Kelly at this point. She's gonna be like, I met somebody yesterday.
Who?
Somebody who was able to show me the Umbra. I've actually seen it now. I've never seen it before.
Kelly looks perplexed as she scratches the back of her head, still completely borderline comatose at this point from just lack of sleep, so she actually takes a minute to register a few things. Okay, so you met with one of the Theurges, one of the higher ranked ones?
No. One of the ones you said I shouldn't really mention to other people.
Oh.
No, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for it. Don't look at me like that.
She's not looking. She has her hands.
Okay,
her,
then
her head in her
quit groaning at me.
Oh, I'll groan if I want to.
No, it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. He has some similar beliefs, and my teacher wanted me to talk to him to learn more about beliefs.
But is he one of them?
Yeah, he is. But he's not teaching me anything other than philosophy.
Who?
But he's one of them.
Them who?
She's gonna look at Callie and just be like, is it okay if I tell him?
Him, yes, but jeez. Great Kaya. Don't.
It's not that big of a deal. All I do is talk to the guy.
Just when they talk about other people, a certain child guy that was apparently messing around with mage, not to imply anything, just saying, like, I don't think they're very well thought of right now.
I get that. I wasn't going to tell everybody. I was telling you, and, well, apparently Dr. Mega, because she doesn't quite know what to call you.
Call me Anthony.
Anthony, then. Got it. Sorry, I wasn't sure. No, it was a dream speaker. A mage.
What was his name?
Connor O'Hare.
I'd met him once.
Have
He
you?
did the same for me as well.
See, wasn't it cool, or what?
Kelly just throws up her hands. Well, I guess it's just one small world, isn't it?
Just grab her hand and be like, calm down.
Fine.
Okay, then.
Anthony might know that the second that Lee orders her to calm down, she just kind of slouches over. Fine.
God, we're just talking. It's so we know someone in common. Why is this a big deal?
He did show me the Umbra, which is the first time I've seen it too. I was surprised at the webs. And also the storm.
Yeah. There was that. He showed me something called the Dark Umbra too, but I don't even know what that is.
He didn't show me that. It doesn't sound too good.
It was really, really creepy. Like,
Kelly
I think maybe the dead are there or something.
Kelly's grumbling.
Just stare her down for a second. Just like, seriously, just one of those, are you going to stop now? Kind of looks.
She's just going to stamp over back to her rock so she can continue to grumble as she just sits down and hugs her knees to her chest. Just sit over there grumbling. Me. Met with my family, I'll show them.
Don't worry, Kelly. We know you've got you to watch our back.
Damn right, dude.
I trust that you will. But this is something that my teacher wanted me to do. Just to learn about the philosophy. I'm not learning how to become one. Although I do know some things about them.
I mean, sorry, but she like teacher philosophy. I mean, why is it relevant to mages?
Because I've learned how to kind of do some tricks, and I'm a dream speaker sorcerer. A really, really early beginning one. Not very good, but I'm learning.
Out of character, would Mega know what that is?
Probably not a clue unless if you have mage lore, you probably don't know what that is.
What's Mega's occult to even get an idea
maybe.
of this? Or actually not Garu lore, because kinfolk...
I've got Garu lore 2, I've got no occult.
Garu lore difficulty 9, just to have heard of some kinfolks using...
sorcery.
Magic.
Would that be Garu lore? Or would it be intelligence thrown in as well?
Intelligence Garu lore. Difficulty 9.
2 successes.
I would say that Mega has heard of some kinfolk that have learned how to use non-Gaian magics. But beyond that, it's all a lot of hearsay and potentially hogwash. Although, now the proof might be in the pudding.
I've heard of stuff like this before, but the only kinfolk I know or heard of are the ones that have known gifts of Gaia. So...
Well, like I said, my dad pulled me away from all that for a while. He gave me something to focus on that it really did help.
But you're not... But you're obviously not a mage.
No, I don't do anything near what they can do. Trust me, they can do some crazy stuff.
Well, what kind of stuff can you do?
At that point, she's going to put her hand up to her neck. And she's actually wearing 2 necklaces, one of which hasn't been mentioned yet, but you'll probably recognize is one that Callie's been wearing for a long while. The Black Furies one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one you'll recognize, but she doesn't actually go for that one. You're probably assuming either A, I have the same necklace, or B, she's given it to me.
It's definitely Celine's necklace. You've seen it before.
Well, he'll see it on her, and then he'll look back at Callie, and obviously see she's not wearing it, and just look back at Leah, and he won't really say anything, but he's sussed it.
And but she's not even going for that one. She's wearing like this sort of a silver snake thing that's kind of wrapped around her neck. It's sterling silver. It's engraved. There's no stones or anything on it, but it's just engraved. And she holds this up, and she's like, with this, it makes it easier to not be noticed in a crowd. I made it.
And can you make other... Is that silver?
Yeah. I don't tend to... I can't afford gold very often.
Well, be careful. I mean, some guru get a bit touchy when you walk around with silver on you.
Yeah, that's true.
And Leah would never... Callie says as she finally stands up and walks back towards them, done with her grumbling fit.
We would never what?
You would never... And she like points at the silver necklace. You'd never use that to harm a Garu.
Absolutely not.
I'm sure.
It's just pretty. But I will wear something to cover it up if I'm wearing it.
So you can just make your own kind of fetishes then, I suppose?
Yeah, I kind of like that, yeah. They're nothing big, but they're just helpful. That's the main thing I do. That's one thing. I can do some stuff with dreams, and I'm learning a little bit on how to heal, but I'm not very good.
Oh well, if you learn how to heal properly, then next time Callie hurts herself, maybe we can patch her up if we both try it.
Oh my god, how... I didn't jump! I fell!
Well, falling is, as sad as it is, it's better than jumping. We don't want... No suicide. None. No.
I can still see you falling off that roof.
Callie sort of grows a little solemn at the mention of suicide and rubs the back of her neck, looking very uncomfortable now.
change the subject. I'm not trying to make her uncomfortable at this point. But yeah, um, she's kind of uncomfortable with the stuff I've been learning.
It's not. It's just. I don't
Nothing
understand
against
it.
Gaia. Don't see anything wrong with it. Although, if you get too chummy with the mages, maybe some people may frown. But
Well, I have no intention of bringing that part up to just everybody. It's just a case of, honestly, mages and sorcerers have been known to work together to do things if it's in both of their best interest. I have never had that relationship, but the simple fact is I have the same philosophies and similar beliefs to other dream speakers. So it makes sense to learn more about them from someone who's involved in it.
so what exactly is a dream speaker?
They focus on spirit magic.
Okay. Spirit magic. I mean, pretty much that's all the gifts of Gaia come from spirits anyway. So
Yeah, but it's not the same. I mean, it's still spirit magic, but it's, I don't know. It's, you're talking to someone who doesn't know very much at this point.
well, if it works, it works, and if it's not against Gaia, it's all fine.
Well, this Connor person is one of them. Ask him about it. He was telling me all about it, and also warning me not to go into Central Park, which I found really funny.
What did you say you were to him?
Sorcerer.
But you didn't tell him you was kin.
Well, once I found out he knew exactly what was in Central Park, yeah, I told him then.
And he didn't run away and. After this is over, can I meet him? She says with a very sly grin.
I don't see why I would introduce you to someone who's helping me learn.
What?
You don't get to kill mages just because they exist.
Why does everybody think that I just want to?
Because we know you?
Did I ever just slay one of your boyfriends back home? Even the non-kin ones.
I'm gonna just say, for the record, you weren't around to see all my boyfriends.
She narrows her eyes as she looks at Leah.
But the ones you knew about, no, you did not. What? You were training. I was in high school. It's a little different. What? I backed you up? What do you want me to do? Dig out pictures of all my boyfriends? Just like my bubblegum pink prom dress?
Pink prom dress? Jesus, you like pink.
I wore it to match my hair at the time. It was just being silly.
She looks so cute in it. She got to go to prom. I'm happy.
Yeah. That guy's still my friend. We were just friends.
Good for him. She holds up two thumbs, looking unsure.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to bring up things that make you uncomfortable.
No, just sorry. Still discombobulated over Ben going into thrall.
I'm so sorry about that. I didn't know what to say. What do you say to that, you know?
Sorry, Ben, doing what?
The Wendigo, Ben Renshaw.
Yeah.
He fell to the thrall and killed one of the Get and ate his heart.
What? Which Get did he kill?
One by the name of Siegfried. The one I told you that I also punched in the dick.
He's dead?
Yeah.
And why are they
And
gonna... What?
Blitzkrieg is gonna murder Ben, I think. And
Wow,
Morning
I-
Kill's already got a hold of Ben, so that's gonna be interesting.
So they're just detaining him until he gets judged by the warden?
He's gonna die. They've already called for a right of the hunt.
Well,
He ate somebody, Dad. That's like a huge breach of the litany, and Ben was a Philodox.
is there no way back from it?
If Ben didn't kill himself after this, I'd be really surprised if he was given amnesty.
Well, I had no idea this even happened. This is shocking news.
Oh, you should see. Apparently, the Wendigo are all touchy now. Just been staying away from them, even though they generally tend to not have a problem with Furies. I'm not even going over there. They're all raged up and ready to go a scalping.
Well, if he's going to be, at least let the poor guy just say his piece before they execute him.
I think they're giving him the punishment, right, that lets him, even once he's dead, regain his honor.
So okay. So he could actually get some kind of redemption from all this.
Possibly. I don't know all the details, but apparently Siegfried made some stupid comments about manifest destiny and things of that nature, which only set a Wendigo off 9 times out of 8.
Hmm.
So
That is some bad math.
it was more to emphasize a point, Leah. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm trying to lighten the mood a little.
It's not that. It's just I feel kind of bad. I helped train Ben a little bit. We were friends.
It's not your fault that he did this.
No, I know.
I mean, forgive me for asking, but what were they fighting Agents of the Worm at the time, or did he just flip out for no reason?
He just frenzied and fell into the thrall. By the time Heinrich and I got there, it was too late. If we had gotten there a few seconds sooner, we might have been able to stop all this.
Well, for all this happened. It's unfortunate.
You have to have a great deal of rage, as I understand it, to be able to even be able to do it.
Well, he's of a tribe. They seem to have a lot of rage in them.
You have no idea. They make us look like softies.
And that's saying something.
I don't know who I fear more, Wendigo or Red Talons. Well, you remember that time that the Red Talons came through the Sept, right?
I was around. I didn't see it. I saw the aftermath, especially at the power station.
Well, actually, I was talking to Leah, but Red Talons here, really?
I didn't see them. From what I know, I don't know, there's some kind of worm thing going on with them, but they were kind of like captured and cleansed.
Well, you're lucky that they didn't see you then. They probably would have murdered you just for being Hamid-born.
Well, the problem with that is, I mean, like, if you go outside the wilderness, pretty much all the kinfolk and Guru Hamid anyway breed. I mean, what are you going to do? Wipe out your own people? All of them?
Well, they've certainly tried, as I've understood. That's why we didn't, as Garu or kinfolk, go too far to the west, back home.
She nods in agreement. Yep.
Oh, come on, they couldn't have been out to kill you all the time.
Well, as long as we didn't go into their woods, no.
Did they ever go into yours?
Occasionally they pass through with permission.
Well, they had permission.
It
does make me frustrated sometimes when you think about what all of us have to do, really, and what we're fighting for, and half the time we're just Seems like we're trying to kill each other.
Well, their mentality's not that foreign, at least not to us, she says as she sort of gestures between the three of them. We don't allow men into our tribe.
Well, I've heard of the odd menace.
Well, Metis are the exception to the rule, but we don't allow any of the Hamid or Lucas-born males to stay. At one time, we did kill them, smash their heads on rocks and...
Well, there are some rumors around that that still does happen.
Damn well better not happen while I'm around. Or Leah, for that matter.
I'll take that child away myself. Keep that kid and raise him on my own. Watch him. Watch me. I will. I'll have 10,000 children running around my tiny little apartment. It'll be great.
Great guy, Leah.
Well, you may want a bigger apartment before you get 10,000 children.
I don't think I can afford an apartment that big, so they're just going to have to live.
Eventually they're going to get bigger.
Yeah, they do. But I'm just one poor student.
You can get on welfare.
Hey, that worked for Octomom.
Hey, aren't you meant to be a midwife? You should be helping other ladies have children before you start thinking of your own. And how old are you anyway? You must be younger than Callie.
Yeah, barely.
Sorry?
10 months, almost to the day.
10 months.
Yeah. They made us wear absurdly frilly dresses that matched when we were kids.
A lot of people thought we were twins for a while, until I shot up a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, she literally stands next to Leah and it has 3 inches on her. Just a little.
Are you sure you don't want to do the back-to-back pose that Grandma used to make us do?
Immediately, Callie just flips back to back with Leah. Almost as if by rote.
I feel like I'm a child again. This is great. I feel like I'm 5.
Look at you two, aren't you sweet?
Sweet enough to rot your teeth.
No, that's just my hair. It's all with the cotton candy.
Callie just kind of knocks her head against Leah's softly.
Ah.
Well, how are you holding up with your test? I mean, how many more nights have you got to go again?
Tomorrow morning I'll be done. Tomorrow morning I'll be a foster, and as long as I don't doze off tonight.
And you think you can do it?
I feel like I've got the will just to power through it, but I'm almost tapped out, in all honesty. May's been bringing me tea.
I was going to say, is there anything else that you need?
I don't know. I think maybe anything stronger than tea might be considered healing.
I can stay overnight here if you want. Help keep you up.
Callie just kind of smiles as she puts an arm around her sister and gives her a little peck on the head. That would be amazing.
I can give you something to look forward to, and with that, Meg will hand over an envelope and give it to Callie.
But, Dad, come on.
Happy birthday, it's a card. Open it.
She'll open the envelope. You didn't have to. He pulls the card out and opens it up.
As she opens the card, a set of keys falls out the card.
She very quickly grabs them and just pauses for a moment, looking in complete and utter disbelief.
And the card will say, "Happy birthday, Callie. You mean the world to me. I hope you like Dodge Chargers. Love, Dad, X."
Leah will probably pick up on it first because she's been around Callie, but she knows when Callie is just about to have an emotional breakdown. She can literally just see her.
Yeah, just wrap my arm around her waist and just kind of be like, if you're gonna break down, just look at her, just kind of, hold her at this point. Just don't say anything. Just let her do her thing.
You're meant to be happy. You're not meant to cry.
Do you realize how tired she is right now?
I know this.
She just kind of jumps up and wraps her arms around Mega's neck and her legs around his waist and just hugs him.
Oh, get my phone out, take pictures. Snap, 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 snap.
Oh, come on, sweetie, it's fine. Fine. Anyway, you haven't seen it yet.
It's gonna be awesome.
I found it when I bought it, but it was pretty bashed up. I got a friend of mine to help put it back together, and he's a damn good mechanic. So it's got a good engine, it's got a good everything. It just needs a paint job, and it's waiting outside the apartment. So
Royal purple.
however you want to paint it, if you can.
Well,
But
that would stand out in a crowd.
That's the point. Wait a minute, she says as she thinks about something. And she looks at Anthony with a very playful smile. You got this, so I wouldn't want to drive your car.
no, he says.
This laughing is out of character, not in character.
I am going to roll perception empathy on that one. And I do believe I'm a -2 difficulty on all my mental rolls. Because I'm so tired. Two successes?
He's generally bought it for her because he wants to get her a present and she needs a car.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, there's no way in hell you're ever going to drive the car. He's one. So,
Yeah, out of character. Yeah, I'm laughing because of the conversation with Brandy just a couple days ago. Thank you.
it's like, I didn't get it so you wouldn't drive the car, although you're not driving my car.
Uh-huh.
But hey, I'm not going to drive yours, so it's like everybody's square, it's fine.
It's okay, I'll drive her car. It'll be good.
But I hope you got a license.
She just looks at Leah and gives her the look.
What? You're stuck here. I could easily go over there and bring the car over.
Wait. It's like, I think Callie needs a good night's sleep before she gets behind the wheel.
Oh, she wouldn't be driving because she's stuck here right now.
You're so mean.
But you can at least see the car if I brought it, right?
Yeah, but then I couldn't see it at home and sleep with myself next to the window and stare at it lovingly.
Hey, you don't go breaking her first-stone challenge, do you?
Yeah, I've already got it bad enough with Alan, the new Chava guy, trying to... He challenged me. Like...
There's another new guy as well.
Yeah, Chava guy. There's been 3 new Cubs. And, well, with Siegfried dead, now 2 new Garou.
Well, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, I suppose.
No, really more like 5 steps forward. The Cubs are all a good lot. I haven't met one of them, but I've met 2.
And another child of Gaia as well.
Yes, one is a Chata guy, the other one is a Lupus Silverfang.
Another Lupus.
Another? Oh, well, Katori.
Skitarii, and there's also the Glasswalker Lupus as well.
Dragos.
Yeah.
That's with a certain disdain.
A very strange individual, but he's a very odd fish, shall we say.
You should see him in the Umbra. He must have a spirit heritage out the wazoo. He looks like a plastic wolf.
Really? Well,
Oh,
I think the poor bastard was like part of some breeding program, so
Callie kind of chuckles. Oh my god, Ben hated him so much. I think his exact words when we first saw him in the Emperor was, "What in Gaia is that?"
well, Glassrockers may be, I don't know, untrusted, but they still are part of the nation.
Yeah, that's true, they are.
Anyway, apart from your having to stay out for the past 6 nights, how are you feeling anyway about other stuff? Feeling
Good.
better?
I, well, you must have noticed how clean the apartment was the other
I
evening.
noticed how clean it was, and I noticed that there was food, and I noticed there was a note as well.
Yeah, I slept really well that night, actually.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, some changelings helped me get out of Hirano.
Changelings.
I met
So,
one. He's an okay guy, and his wife's not bad either. They're very kind to me. And Aaron seems to vouch for them, so that's enough for me.
well, yeah, changes can be nice.
They use some kind of magic on me that brings about hope.
And it's all good. I mean, this is okay though. They've not done anything too extreme to you.
Well, I mean, everything that happens still makes me sad and angry to a point, but not so much that it's the only thing I think about.
Well, that's good.
In all honesty, even with the Hirano, I still managed to. She looks at Mega. I found a leech that I tracked down, and he was one that I met that was worm tainted.
Limey, I can remember you talking about him when you was feeling quite upset.
Yeah, we kind of ran into each other in Harlem, and we talked for a bit.
You talked.
Yeah,
Jesus, the last time I spoke to you, you said you was going to hunt him down first and all the other leeches.
well, that's the thing is, I'm starting to learn that I'm more like Mom than I realized. I have a conscience.
Really, for a leech?
He seemed genuine that he regretted a lot of the stuff that he has to do. He emphasized that there's stuff that he has had to do. I just felt conflicted, so I just told him he was a loose end that I better not see again.
What happens if you do see him again?
Now? I don't know. Depends on the nature in which I see him again. If he's
What if
hurting people, I won't even hesitate, but
what if you see him feeding on someone?
he's dead. 100% dead. But if it's just passing in the street, I mean, she kind of smiles as she puts a arm over Mega. I haven't been this happy in a while.
I'm glad. I'm glad you're happy.
I have my family back.
You do? This makes me wonder if any other Cricosses are going to turn up.
Well, the cousins, but they're all over the place.
I don't know. I mean, Michelle did say she was going to try to follow me.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't.
She totally did. But you know what? I talked her down, I think. But you never know with her.
She's more militant than Mom ever was.
I'm just telling you, she seemed interested in New York.
Who's Michelle?
Our cousin.
Okay, Kinfolk or Guru?
Guru, short hair, scars up all the arms, burly as hell. You think
So-
I'm
Guru,
scary?
I'm
So the
guessing.
answer is kind of frightening.
And big, like she holds her hand and stands up on her tiptoes. Big. She's like 6'5".
Well, that is tall.
I want to see you take her on. That might be funny. Can I
She
watch
was
this
the-
fight?
Biggest bully I ever met.
Yeah, but you know what? You're not just some little kid anymore. I mean, you're a little person because you're short, but so am I.
I never got over the day she cut my hair.
She cut your hair?
All the way up to the back of my head. I walked around looking like a boy for several months.
Honestly, I seriously had to hide behind trees or she would have gotten me too.
Yeah, nice back up there, Leah.
Well, what goes around
What?
comes around.
She was way bigger than either of us. Sometimes hiding is the smart thing to do. Besides, I did the best I could with your hair afterwards. We put some really fun colors in it for a little bit, and then like there were all these bows and things. It was great.
I look like Marcy Darcy from Married with Children.
No, but okay, you did, but in a good way.
Mega's just looking down at these two young women talking about their hair.
Just be happy I'm not done making you make your hair all kinds of funny colors now, okay?
Well, now that I actually have it again. Dad, you don't understand. She was the biggest bully, even after my change.
Well, if she tries that shit over here, just give her what she gives you.
I try. You think I was futile against Travis? This woman is a behemoth.
Well, I'm sure we could get some people to care on her and put her right.
She fractured my skull.
Well, you know,
She
maybe
fractured your skull.
Okay, think about this for a second. Basically, Callie, what this boils down to is she's a bully, and you have to think in a way you're not used to thinking. Like you're the one whose ass can get kicked all the time. So, which means you need to think more sneaky.
Really, never seen me in combat. That's not exactly my strong suit.
Well, you need to wrap your head around that. Because if you do that, you could stand up to her. You just got to figure out her weakness. Use her weight against her. Flip her over or something.
Shank her in the kidneys with a silver ice pick.
Well, if she turned up here and she started to bit on you like she used to, I think I'd grab the necklace around Leah's neck and shove it up her ass.
Ew, then I could never wear it again.
You can disinfect it afterwards.
I would never wear that again. I might sell it or something. You want it? If you want an ass necklace. Do you want an ass necklace?
Jesus, Leah.
What? He's the one who said to do it.
Yeah, Jesus, Dad.
See? My side. She's on my side.
Well, ladies, I think I'm going to leave you to talk the night away. And then, hey, maybe once you've passed your test and can actually come back home, maybe to bring Leah back and we can all have breakfast or something before you
Can we go to
calm
IHOP?
down and go to sleep.
Can we go to IHOP?
Go where?
IHOP.
It's
Okay.
way better than her cooking. She's like ducking down at that point. Way better than her cooking, duck.
Ah! Just kind of pounces on Leah.
Just something like yeah, just huddle. No, don't touch me.
Okay, well, I'll leave you two playing, but when you come back, just let me know and we can sort something out.
It would be nice to sleep at home again.
Well,
It'd just
Happy
be nice to
birthday
sleep
again.
in general.
you'll get to sleep again. And happy birthday again, Sweet Pea.
Thank you so much for the car, Dad.
Like I said, you haven't seen it yet. And with that, Mega will smile. Pleasure to meet you, Lear.
Nice to meet you.
Speak to you soon. And with that, Mega will smile at both of them, and he will turn and walk back to his car and then drive home.
See, that's his other child. She points at the car as it drives away.
It looks like a car. What's special about it?
I don't know. I think it's kind of a joke of a car, but he doesn't seem to get it.
Wait, if he actually cares, you probably don't want to call it a joke in front of him.
Well, that's why I said it after he walked away.
Right. Yeah, I won't mention it. It's all good.
Just like you said you wouldn't mention your magic thing.
I didn't actually. I asked you if it was okay before I said what it was.
Why are you always going to hit me with the semantics of all that sort of stuff?
But it's true. I asked you. You said yes, so you can't get mad at me for doing it.
Come on. I'll show you the Heart of the Sept. We can get some food there.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
And the two Krykoses go off towards the center of Central Park. And there we shall end our scene.